Hello, this is Taki'h, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about emotions, demystifying the process of emotions, what happens in us. For most of us, it's a world that's quite vague. I'm not really sure what's happening. Maybe it feels even like a tornado that has its own power, energy, and path that is just running through you, or groping in the dark. And so I would like to shine some light on what actually happens in the process of emotions. Um, First, I want to also say that emotions are absolutely 100% natural. Now, I know some people distinguish between emotions and feelings, emotions being the residual buildup of traumas or of backlog, things from the past, and feelings are what's happening here and now. I'm not going to make that distinction here, and I'm just going to use the word emotions for anything that comes up as a feeling. So the way my Tantra teacher would always put it is that emotions are like the weather. They're very natural. Rain is natural, snow is natural, sunshine is natural, wind is natural. It's all part of nature. So emotions are, I believe this, are a part of nature and they're there to teach us something. So demystifying emotions, what actually happens? Okay. First, there is some kind of sensation that enters through one of our sense doors. It can be through our sight, through our nose, through our taste, through our sound, through our ears. Something happens that triggers one of our senses. So that's the first step. Second step, there are physical sensations in our body that correspond, that reply, that are in direct correlation to that stimulus. Okay, there can be itching sensation, it can be accelerated of heart, it can be breathing shuts down, it can be a contraction in the stomach, it can be butterflies in the stomach, sweaty palms. Any physical sensation is the second stage, and it may go unnoticed. Most likely it does go unnoticed, but that is the second stage. Third stage, the mind, our mind, categorizes, okay, this is happening, these are the physical sensations present, and it categorizes based on its previous experiences, because the mind only has access to information as previous experiences, and says, oh, okay, if I'm having butterflies in the stomach and a lump in my throat, then that must mean I'm afraid. So it makes a category, a label of what am I feeling. Again, this stage might go unperceived, but it happens. And then fourth stage, reaction. And usually this is the stage where we become aware that we are actually feeling something, are in the energy of some emotion, is when it comes out. And there's a reaction or a response, whatever it may be. And usually, because we're not conscious, we're not aware, it's because it's based on this labeling from the past, and it's a response or a reaction that is based on the past. It is automatic, it is known, it is a repeat. Kind of like Groundhog Day. I don't know if you've seen that movie. I'm dating myself now, but it's a classic in terms of how do I get out of the patterns, the unconscious patterns that I keep living life through. So those are the four stages of emotions, and that's what usually happens every day, numerous, many times a day, that we're going through unconsciously on autopilot, on automatic. And so how to break free from that? So if we can actually catch it at the first stage, which is something enters into one of my sense doors, and become aware at that stage, then I can actually just see reality as it is, the true nature of reality, without any judgment, opinion, thought about it, without any dislike or like, without any preference or aversion. And it's just going through life, seeing it, hearing it, tasting it, smelling it as it is. So that's if you can catch it at the first stage. That takes some discipline, it takes some practice, some meditation, and some working through emotional reactions, but it's absolutely possible, and it is a place of freedom, because then you simply are in reality here and now. Second stage. So something has come through my sense doors and I have physical reaction, sensations, a set of sensations begin to respond to the stimulus. So I become aware of them. Okay, and this means that I need to be in touch with my body. I need to learn its language, and it speaks the language of sensations. That's the language of our body. And so what is happening in my body? What is it trying to tell me? Okay, so then I go in and I focus in. This is this, not this, butterflies, this redness, the blood is rushing to my face. Okay, so I pay attention, and instead of my focus being out on what's happening around me, I can go in. Third stage, and again, that's freedom. Third stage. So then my mind categorizes, okay, this is happening, that means I'm angry, or I'm sad, or I'm afraid, or I'm joyful. Okay. So then catch it there. Okay, be aware. I am experiencing an emotion. I'm feeling this, and before I need to do anything external, react, like a knee-jerk reaction, then I can just own it and work with it. Feel it, be with it, and also allow it to move through me. If that means I need to shake or punch pillows or kick or scream or take some deep breaths or allow expansion or whatever I need to do, I stay with the energy and knowing that, okay, I'm experiencing this, allow it. It has nothing to do with the outside world. It has nothing to do with having to respond. Of course, this is in cases where your life is not in danger, there's no survival in question. Yeah, this is all in situations where the outside world is giving you opportunity so that you can see what is alive in you and learn from it. So, fourth stage, okay, my mind has labeled, I'm feeling this, and there's a chance to respond or react. So instead of doing it unconsciously, letting the automatic kick in and sit with it and go in. And okay, I want to, okay, so excuse me, time out. I need to go to the bathroom for a few minutes. Remove yourself from the situation and then do whatever you need to do, but not towards anybody. And the common question is, what's the difference between dumping or kind of like throwing all your energy out on somebody versus a healthy expression? Well, one is that you have the choice whether you do it there or not. If you don't have the choice, then you're dumping. If you need to do it towards that person and it's about that person, then you're dumping. And when you can be in your power and express your truth, and that might be emotional, yes, and it might be anger or fear or sadness there, yes, but it is you have that choice. You are in a place of consciousness and you're choosing that. And with compassion for yourself and for the other, not blaming anybody for how you're feeling, this is yours. And as long as you can look at it that way, then you have full power in how to deal with any emotional situation. It is yours, and it can give you so many riches. You can grow from it. You can learn so much from your emotions and from being present to other people's emotions and in the presence of their emotions. So let's a quick summary of how to demystify emotions in different stages and what you can do to intervene at each stage to bring back your power instead of leaking it out all the time, reacting, responding on automatic. Empower yourself to be able to be with your emotions, feel them, allow them to pass through you the way clouds pass through the sky. Nature gives us a whole range of seasons and of weather. And so it happens with us and emotions. So enjoy them all. There are no bad or wrong, positive, good emotions. They are all energy. And we can go back to that second stage where it's just physical sensations, and then go back to the original stage of there's just a stimulus and there's an energy that has been moved through you. And you can understand that it's all energy, and it's just me that I'm labeling it this way, experiencing it that way, viewing it this way, but it's all energy. and you can harness that and grow from it and empower yourself. So I hope that supports you in your journey and with the beauty of emotions. If you have any questions or any comments, anything you'd like to share about emotions, please do so in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if there's anything specific that you're dealing with that has to do with emotions, I'd love to hear that from you. So blessings, and thank you for joining me today.